All right, class, I wanted to give you guys a review for your final exam. I have the test pulled up on a screen over here, and I'm going to go through it, and I'm going to tell you what you need to study. It will cover all of the literature. It will open up Friday at noon. Do not ask to take it earlier. The semester is still going on until tomorrow, Thursday, so therefore finals, it officially starts Friday, so that's when the final opens up. So you can take it Friday morning at 8. I grade pretty quickly, and you guys could know your final grade, relatively fast. Last day you can take it, I believe, is Tuesday by noon, so just make sure that you get in there. Don't procrastinate. You can take it with ProctorU, you can take it at a testing center, you can come up here and take it for free. So there are a lot of options, but if you procrastinate, you risk not being able to take the final. So let's go over it. You want to make sure that you are aware of the themes of some of the literature that we read. So you will need to have, pick a couple of short stories that we read and know them really well. There's several questions that deal with theme. Most of these are short answer. I do expect proper grammar. I'm not going to take off if you accidentally have a comma mistake or misspell something, but do not compose this like a text message. When I say short answer, I mean short answer. I don't need you guys to write a novel. I don't even need you to write a paragraph, but write more than one sentence, but short answer. Next one. You will need to be able to pick out different literary elements. So we had symbolism, we had metaphor, we had personification, we had all of those different things going on in our literature. So make sure that you can pick out those type of things. There's a question that has 4 literary elements, and it says give an example from the literature that we read and give an example of these literary elements. Make sure that you're using different stories. Don't use the same story. Next one. Be prepared to give a character analysis. I'll go ahead and give this one to you on the play. You will want to be aware of the setting of the literature that we've read. There is a question that deals with the reliability of a narrator. There is another question about setting. There is another question about symbolism. There's another question about symbolism. You will, there's another question that really has to do with the characterization of the play. There's a question about tone. There's a question about imagery. There's another character analysis that deals with the short story. And then you will do a plot summary for one of the stories that we read. And then there's a question about foreshadowing. There's 16 questions. Do you need to go back and reread every story and know them in and out? No, but you cannot just answer for the short answer ones. You can't just use one story. You're going to need to vary that up. So I would probably pick 3 or 4 that you liked really well and know those and be aware of the literary elements and be able to pick out literary elements from 3 or 4 different short stories. This was a brief review, but it's only 16 questions. My grades on my final are either up here, high A, or down here. I say high A, like AB, really good, or down here, really low, simply because one does not read the literature. So if you've read it, been aware of it, I think you'll do very well. Don't stress. There's no reason to stress out. If you have questions on it, let me know. Watch this again. Take notes. There's no surprises on the final. And again, please short answer. More than one sentence, but a whole novel is not necessary. I really had a good semester with you guys. You guys have done well. I know you've worked hard. I will be going in and grading your poetry poetry assignments. Might be tomorrow because I'm about to actually head to class and teach all day. So don't stress. That's my biggest piece of advice is don't stress.